Hello everyone, this is my baby girl 888 and today we're playing Snail Bob Space or Snail Bob 4. It's an A game. You can play it on coolermathgames.com under the logic section. And we're gonna go watch the intro. Bob in space or 4. So Bob's watching this space thing and he's like, I want to be an astronaut. Then his phone rings. He's like, whoa, what? So he picks it up, and one of his relatives is like, hey, you want to be an astronaut? And he's like, oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. It's like, yes, I get to be an astronaut, get to go to the moon and stuff. So I'm going to go to the Space Center with the stuff I already own to go be an astronaut. And then we can get into the game. And as you can see, I've played through everything. I was actually here, my last recording, when it just stopped. I was over the time limit I had. And so this is going to be a two-part. As soon as I hit level 16, yeah, level 16, because it says up here the level, and I never knew that. But once we hit level 16, I'm going to stop playing for part 1. Part 2 will be from 17 to 24. So 1 to 16, 17 to 24. That's what this is going to be. Just because. And it's just I hate having to have 2 parts, but I have to have 2 parts for this one. I was on the last level last time, and, you know, whatever. Actually, you want to know what? I'm going to get as far as I can. This isn't going to be 1 to 16. It's going to be 1 to whatever I get to. And then at 14 minutes, I'm going to stop playing for this part. And the next part will be whatever's left. That ends up being 2 levels, whatever. It's 2 levels. We'll deal with it. Something I want to point out with this one, which I thought was really cool. Like, if you notice with the different Snail Bobs, the entrances and exits are different. Like the first one, they were pipes. The second one, they were logs. And the third one, they were these weird Egyptian house things. This one, it's doors. And space. Like this one, it doesn't really matter. I think you can go faster. Yeah, you can go faster. Look at how it changes, and you get to dodge rocks. Okay, they're meteorites, meteors, asteroids. I don't know what they'd be called yet. Then we have flaming balls, which are actually probably comets. I don't know. I'm not good at astronomy. Is it astronomy or astrology? I think astrology has to do with, like, the constellation and the stars, and astronomy has to do with, like, the planets. I don't remember. They confuse me a lot. I think astrology is like, oh, you're a whatever, and you're like a Leo, or whatever we got. Let's see this one. Do that. Because these aliens will eat you. Isn't that nice? They'll eat you. I believe if you do this, you open that. And in this one, you have 2 different ones, because now you get to be in space and you're going through alien mouths, which is apparently a 2-headed alien that's just kind of connected. It's just like, whatever. And this button, if you're wondering, that red button up here, just opens another star. It's another 3-star thing. They started the 3-star thing in the Snail Bob 3 with the Egyptian things, but this one, we don't care, because we just don't. In this one, you don't want to hit those red lines. You want to know why? It's an alarm system, and you don't get to see what happens when you hit the alarm system, because it's horribly annoying, because it'll wake the guard up, and he will come and eat you. In my last recording, if it would have been long enough, or I would have noticed that it would have cut out before I continued recording, then it would have been like, oh, so he just looks like that when he eats you. Yeah, unless I mess up, you're not going to watch it. I think one of the reasons I messed up last time is because I had one like this where you needed to transport the alien Snail. And I messed up. And that wasn't fun. Because like that happened, but they could switch again. And instead of hitting the gravity thing to make it go up, kind of left it. and I was very angry with myself when I was done. I think you can push this. Yeah, you get that. Anyways, I need to stop doing that because it doesn't help me any. We're just gonna do this. No, just keep running. Do this, turn you into that, do this. Ugh, it's so annoying. Like, if I can get 3 stars, I'll get 3 stars, but as I've said like a billion times in the other ones, I'm gonna try not to because it takes too much time, and I really do not have the time to deal with it. Like, there's one here. And look what happened. I would have saved so much time if I wouldn't have done that. Oh my gosh. And stuff like that happens all the time. It's like, oh, you're killing them, and you're not supposed to be because you kinda need them. And it's just so aggravating and makes me angry. It's just like, a way to tick off my big girl 888. Let's do it. Like, the game is fun, but if you're under stress to get it done in a time limit, it stops being fun. Like, seriously, it really stops being fun. Like in this, you need to make him go up, run. And once he gets here, you'll want him to turn into, like, sink into his shell, because then you're going to drop him. And if you don't sink him into his shell, he's going to run into that. And it's not fun at all, as I'm sure you've noticed. It's highly irritating. It's just like, yep, this is the one I was just talking about. The buttons are just for stuff. But what I did was, when he's here, you're supposed to hit up, because these two both connect to this one. So you have to wait for him to get here, and it doesn't matter what you do up here, he's not going to move any faster. But once they switch, if you don't hit that, he'll keep going here. You'll have to wait for them to switch again. And that's what happened last time, and that's where I messed up. And I was so mad with myself for doing that. Okay, lock him. There we go. And, like, I was seriously so mad at myself for doing that. So it's just like, you had no excuse. You could have probably gotten everything done in one go. So, you know, once we hit 14, not 14, but once, yeah, 14, but 14 minutes, then, I'll be done playing for the first part. If this ends up having to be 2 parts, might not actually end up having to be 2 parts. Drop small. There you go. You know, it might end up not having to be 2 parts. If I do everything right. It's possible I won't do everything right, but, you know, like, that kind of stuff will happen. A lot. That's the only thing I don't like about most of these, is you do something, and you know you did it wrong. So you're just sitting there, it's like, great! I messed up again. You can set everything up technically in advance. So you'll kind of be like, oh, well, now I can just do all this, and then all I have to do is release this or click on this at this time. It's lagging. Don't lag on me. Like these, where you have to end up waiting because of whatever. And those red buttons actually unlock the stars that are over here. But if you hit the red things, the guy automatically comes and eats you. So you don't even have a chance to drag him away. Your mouse, like, disappears. See, that happens? You can just do that. Push 2. That's what happens when you hit those buttons. And it's just like, okay, that's cool. But at the same time, it's just so flippin' annoying. It's like, oh, okay, I'll do this, and then I'll end up doing that, and then it's just gonna make me mad, because just making me mad is like the most amusing and amazing thing on the planet, as everyone knows. And you guys probably enjoy me getting upset because I just ramble and ramble and ramble. At the same time, you probably hate it. And if you hate it, that's okay. I'm sorry for it. But that's kind of how I work. I ramble on and on and on about anything and everything. And I'm like ignoring what I said earlier, saying, oh, I'm not going to collect any of the stars, and I'm collecting all of the stars that I can, that I know where they are. Okay, so the first time I did this, I got eaten like 4 times, because I didn't know that this was here. I wasn't paying attention, because you're supposed to do that, let go of the gravity, he'll get locked there, so that when you go up and do that, he's not here to eat you. Because he loves eating earth snails. I don't even know what plant this is from, but in, I think, Snail Bob 2, you notice those, like, blue, one-eyed snails? Those are here. Those are what we end up switching places with a lot. This one, I died so much. So you don't want to hit this yet, because you'll end up going off-screen. You can go off-screen. That isn't fair. Don't make it so I can go off-screen. Let me stay on-screen. Because it's a pain in the butt when you go off-screen. It's just so annoying. I'm just going to do that because I can. So it's like any other snail that comes by. It's like, oh crap, it's locked. You know, good riddance, buddy. Good freaking riddance. Oh, then you do this. Turn it off. Pick up. Back up. Do this. Drop it there. And he'll get sucked into it. And if you would have gone here, he would have like unlocked over here a little bit. And you would have been able to probably get a star or something. I don't know. I really actually don't care. Because it's just... some of it's just too annoying. Oh, level 21. Let's see if we can get the last few done for whatever. But this one's annoying because of that. It's just gonna kill you. At least they have a countdown. That's nice. It's like, oh, this is how much longer you have until you die. Couldn't get it. Whatever. Oh, this one's fun. Turn it just right. Do that. He'll start moving over. Then you do that. Just kind of let him keep going. Then you do that. Does that. And then you want to turn this. Then you want to drop him. Flip him. Then you want to do this. Because you don't want to burn him. And then while we're at it, we'll look for the other star, even though it doesn't matter. Whatever. There we go. Okay, so I'm wrong. There's actually like 25. Okay, what you do here is this. Then you drop them. Click on that. You don't have to click on that, but you can. Or that. Up. It moves it. Then you make him run across. You just finish running across, and as we're running across, see if we can find any more. I don't see any more. There probably are, but I just did a quick search because I don't really care. Yes, here it is. This is it. You run. Then there's that. And you're like, oh no. You have to use this. Considering I messed up. But hey, we're gonna get it done this time, because last time I apparently made too many mistakes. I don't even know what I'm pushing anymore, but you do that, and everything goes. You're just hurrying to get to his spaceship so you can leave. And that's this one. There, we're done. We got it all done in the time we were supposed to. Of course, last time I couldn't get it, but I can now. And look, he's heading back to Earth. That place isn't really that far away. Whatever, and he's there cuddling his chickens. And you're gonna crash in his chicken coop, scare away his chickens. He's gonna think you're an alien. But you're not. There we go. That's Snail Bob Space, or Snail Bob 4. It's an A game. You can play it on coolermathgames.com under the logic section. So I'm leaving. Stay sweet.